Not all DXpeditions are a tropical paradise. Some are so remote, so unforgiving, they're almost impossible. Here are 3 of the most extreme DXpeditions ever. Starting off the list at number 3 is Swains Island, a remote atoll in the Pacific, 200 miles north of America's Samoa, lush on the surface, but brutally tough underneath. The W8S team landed after a multi-day voyage by sea. With no dock or runway, everything had to be brought ashore by hand through the surf. 2 separate camps were built, nestled between the beach and a jungle backdrop. The heat pushed 40 degrees Celsius, humidity was relentless, and even basic setup took days longer than expected. Mosquitoes and sweat were constant companions. This wasn't a vacation, it was survival with antennas. At number 2, Bove Island. Sitting just 1,000 miles north of Antarctica, it's often called the most remote island on Earth. An extinct volcano covered in glaciers and sheer cliffs. Landing here is nearly impossible. Crushing seas, no safe harbor, no welcome mat. The 3YOJ team made it ashore jumping into freezing surf and hauling gear up by hand across slippery rocks. For weeks, they operated from tents pitched on exposed volcanic ground, with antennas lashed to rock outcrops. Everything was powered by generators. Supply runs had to be timed between storms. There was no margin for error. Still, they made over 19,000 contacts, despite the fierce winds and bitter cold. And at number 1, the most extreme of them all, Scarboro Reef. A reef in the South China Sea, nothing more than a few exposed rocks, surrounded by coral and crashing waves. At high tide, most of it disappears underwater. In 2007, a team of operators set out to activate it. They built a wooden platform, custom fitted, and anchored directly to the rock, just big enough for a radio, a chair, and a generator. Operators worked in shifts, exposed to wind, salt, and heat. It was barely possible, and no one's done it since. What DXpedition would you add to the list? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear it.